What is up, guys? It is Cataclytic, back with another story time. Me and this friend that is in the story, we have many more. He's not here today. Maybe I can get him on the next one. I'm not going to use his real name. I'm not going to expose his information like that. If he would like to, next time, if he's on, he can do that. And by the way, this gameplay is only 7 minutes, so I might have to rewind it. So I'm going to try to hurry. But yeah, so this story, a typical night for us in the summer between 9th and 10th grade, we basically lived together. What we would do is about 1:30, we'd take a scoop of pre-workout, pack some protein, some creatine, some BCAAs, head to the gym that is probably a mile away from my house, and so this night was really normal. Like, that was rinse and repeat every single night. So this, like I said, this night was completely normal up to this point. We head out. We go ahead and make. I'd say we made it down to the end of my block. And there's this guy who walked out of his house with an AR-15 or an AR-4. I definitely look more like an AR-15. By the way, I am pro-gun still. This story does not change my mind on that at all. But anyways, he walks out to his car, and we're like, you know what? This is kind of fucking sketchy. Like, we should just dart for it, as soon as we get past, like, out of his sight, So that's exactly what we do. We start running through this field that you have to cut across to get there. And this field is full of nails and screws and fucking like everything, because the owner of it's just an empty ass field. Doesn't want anybody crossing through it because he's a fucking dick. So yeah, I don't know how we made it through there without, getting getting nails in our feet, And so anyways, his car, he's behind us now. He's driving. He takes a right, and we're going diagonally left, if that makes sense. Like, he was probably just going where he was going, but my paranoid ass after seeing that was like, holy shit, he's pulling a flank, like, he's gonna come on this road on the other side of the field. So I'm like, bro, we gotta run for it. And there's a community park in between my house and the gym after this field, like, it's right across this field. And there's no lights at all. So I was like, we can get there and just chill, like, at the kids' playground or like anything, like, it's pitch black, no one can see us. And he was like, that sounds like a good idea. So that's exactly what we did. And, we got there and we're like, you know what, we're good. Let's go ahead and jog the rest of the way there. And there's these metal bridges, because there's a big ass pond in the middle of this park. The locals consider it a lake. Nah, fuck that. It's a big ass pond. To put it this way, there's a track that surrounds the whole thing. And it's only 8/10 of a mile. So it's not a lake. Like, it's just a giant pond. Like, it's literally just runoff water. Like, it's not a lake. I don't know, man. It pisses me off when people say that. But me and my friend, we run across this bridge that kind of goes over a little bit of the water. And it is flimsy ass metal. So it's like doo, 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 with every step. And we're both running on it at the exact same time. And I knew if somebody was even across the park, like, they would hear that shit. It was so fucking loud, and how quiet the whole atmosphere was of the town, So, so we, like, this is where it gets crazy, bro. So there's a green laser that just points on my friend's back. We'll call him David. I don't know if I said that already, but I'm like, yo, David, like, you're fucking back, bro. And I was like, there's a fucking laser. And he was like, yo, really? What the fuck? And obviously, it's not just gonna, like, magnify on him. So, it sways a little bit, and it sways on the building in front of us. And he's like, oh shit. And he realizes the seriousness of the situation. And we're taking off. And I'm carrying a backpack with Gatorade and fucking protein, and just, like, I was dying way more than he was, even though I had a lot more weight to carry. So yeah, we fucking get inside the gym. I had a key, so it was secure. But the whole face of the gym, like where the entrance is just windows. So it's not like we could work out safely. It's not like we could just forget about it, you know? So we hide in the locker room in the back, and we fucking hear people shaking multiple cars. I think there's two circling the parking lot, like just driving back, like pacing back and forth. And that's when we realized, like, this could get fucking bad, you know? Like, we needed to get ourselves the fuck out of this situation. So, you know, that's exactly what we did. We took another scoop of pre-workout to, you know, kind of keep our senses sharp. And we're like, you know what? The only viable option was my grandma's house, which was, by the way, yeah, see, I'm gonna have to rewind it. But my grandma's house was about 6 miles away. I should have calculated it before I started this video, but you know, whatever. I would say it's about 5 or 6 miles away. Definitely 4, like it's at least 4. And like we're already dying, you know, adrenaline's through the roof. And so we're just chilling in the locker room, and we wait probably 45 minutes before we decide to dip. But what we decide to do is we can't cross the parking lot, dude. This is the dumbass idea, putting ourselves in the open like that. So there's a block across a main street that is, yeah, there's a main street perpendicular to the gym we were at. And there's an old church on that block across of it. And so what we do is we basically dart towards that old church, go into the alleyway behind it, and use that alleyway to get, I don't know, 50 yards. And that's really all how far it went. Probably like 4 buildings worth. But, you know, it was something, bro. Like, we're using every inch to try to make a mile out of it. So, that's what we did. And we, like, every sign we could get to, like, we'd sprint to it, take some covers, take a sip of Gatorade, catch our breaths, you know. We did this for probably 4, 5, maybe 6 miles until we got to my grandma's. And this is pretty much where the crazy shit ended. But there was a cop who had seen us at one point, and he asked us, you know, like, what the fuck we were doing and why we were running. And, you know, we explained to him, like, we just went to the gym, and he's like, oh, okay, well, you know, you guys need anything, like, fucking, you know, call us. I don't know really what that meant. I think he meant call 911, but, you know. Yeah, so, and it was pretty obvious that's all we were doing. I mean, that's what we were doing anyways. But we were really fit. Like, I was probably the most built kid, and he was probably the most fit kid in the whole town. So, yeah, man. She didn't believe it, obviously. We made a shit ton of pancakes because we were fucking starving, and our whole bodies were just exhausted from running that much. Like, neither of us had ran that much, ever. And fucking, my bad. My language is really bad tonight. I'm really tired. But I text my dad. It was like 5 in the morning at this point, 4:35, and I texted him, you know, just saying I'm at my grandma's. Can you pick me up when you wake up? And that's exactly what he did. And I explained to him everything. And he's like, well, you know, people use lasers when they're fishing and shit. I don't even know what that means. But even if that was the case, I don't think that's a coincidence. Fuck that, dude. Like, I know what happened. But I told him, I was like, you know what? Yeah, you're probably right. And I just, like, kind of let it go. But that shit happened, dude. Hopefully I can get David on for the next video. That would be great. We have a lot of story times about, like, advanced munchies. We could probably do, like, smoking weed story times, you know. Shit, like, anything, bro. Anything. But yeah, man. Hopefully I can get him on for the next one. But I think that's the end of it. I mean, that was a crazy night. That is definitely the minimum of that is to describe it in minimum effort. But that was wild. I've never thought my life was more on the line than that day. But yeah, it's definitely awakening when you have experiences like that. It kind of makes you think. It's like, damn, I should really keep myself out of situations like that, you know? But yeah, if you guys like this video, want more story times, leave a like. If you guys want to subscribe, you're going to, so I'm not gonna ask for that. Like, if you genuinely like my shit, then you like it. But I will ask for a literal like, because it shows me that I'm doing something good, you know? It's just feedback, that's all. I'm not making money off of this, but I would love to one day. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a safe night. Stay ah, fuck. You know what? I'm gonna say stay frosty. That's gonna be my thing. Stay frosty, guys.